Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com. Sitting here at The Planet with, as always, working the board, Tim Martin from CentralNHEvents.com. If you need a DJ, go to that website and hire Tim. Offer him money, and he'll come and he'll show up and DJ your event. And he's learning to make balloon animals, I understand. So, and sitting here with the guys from Glorious Noise. And Mr. Lachlan, let's start with you. We'll go around and everyone can introduce themselves because obviously Local Outbreak listeners might be familiar with you. So we'll start with the one they're familiar with.
My name is Mike. I'm the singer-guitarist in the band. Is that what you want?
Yes, very well done. Well done, sir.
All right.
And that's all.
And I like good Beck's beer or Bass Ale.
All right.
So any people out there who work for Bass or Beck's, I love your beer.
Cha-ching. Mr. Hillman?
I'm Andrew, and I play bass guitar.
I'm Sean, and I play drums for the Glorious Noise.
Yeah, and I'm the other Sean, and I'm playing keyboards.
Very good. Well, you guys brought some tunes with you, and this is brand new stuff, right?
Well, here's the thing.
Oh, boy.
So, as you know, Matt, I was with Sean Olat, the drummer, in a band called Mantra before.
Yes, for a long time.
For a while, yeah, a good time. And
well, some of it was a good time.
Yeah. But things happened, and that band disintegrated, and out of that, the phoenix rose again, and Sean and I continued on and found these two, the other Sean and Andrew, and we said, hey, you know what? Life needs some miracles. And
you just can't kill this phoenix.
And no, and I don't care where Dick Cheney is, you can't shoot this bird down. And so we said we're gonna do this, and we had some songs left over that we never really played in Mantra. They were kind of written,
sure, but
they never got played.
Right.
So there's stuff that we're doing now with these two because it's fitting more as a unit now. This kind of group, the style we're doing now is a little different than Mantra, and it's really cool. So this stuff's kind of fitting in with that style.
Okay.
And so it's like, all right, they've been born again. They've been there, which is
it's all the catharsis, really.
Yeah. Yes. So it's kind of cool that way. But yeah, there's brand new stuff. So far, the stuff we have like 12 songs right now, and we're playing really truly different. We're playing nothing that was in the main set of Mantra at all.
No.
So it's like it's all brand new stuff.
All right.
Really. So.
Well, what do you guys want to open the show with? What should we play first?
What was this one?
Born Again.
All right, Born Again.
All right.
Oh,
sorry, what?
I said apropos.
Oh, okay.
The Phoenix.
Yes, the Phoenix. All right, so this is Born Again from the Glorious Noise here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Just one One less challenge for me, then I will be free of all these chains. Soon my dream will come true, might reunite with you, then I'll be free. Yes, and I'll be born again. Where will I go?
I got it that time. You're all set.
All right, here we go. Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com, sitting here with the guys from The Glorious Noise. And just so we're clear, it is The Glorious Noise. It's not just Glorious Noise.
Si, senor.
The.
It is The. Okay, cool. Because I think when Mike originally... Well, I don't want to throw you under the bus, but I think originally you told me it was just Glorious Noise.
That would be incorrect, sir.
Well, we'll see. Because I recall the last time I interviewed you, you were actually talking about this band.
Yeah, it was, because the initial situation was I had these lads together,
Yes.
and I was going to be moving to New York
To play his musical funeral.
Yeah, and it was a going away, like, sayonara bitch type of concert for me. Very, sad yet celebratory, So, but these we put some songs together. I wanted to do it, and then I'm sitting in the home office of 100.1 The Planet, telling you about why I didn't go to New York. So therefore,
Yeah, because I
here.
remember you saying if you didn't go, it would be because of this band.
Well,
because you guys had just started playing together, or at least some variation.
I wish that was the case, but it's not that. But let's go with that.
Well, that was kind of what I was intending. You did.
Let's go with it.
That's what I figured.
We're here now because, we're kind of like Voltron, or like the X-Men or the Fantastic Four or something. Where salvation is needed, and we came here together to we've come to save the world, as one of the songs so says.
And if by chance you were at Mike's musical funeral, no, you weren't.
Yeah, that got cut short too.
Yeah. We've forgotten it, so now it's okay for you too.
Very good. All right.
Stage my own death.
Yes. So it wasn't the four of you at the beginning of this project, though, was it, officially? I mean...
Well, we did some stuff around this time last winter where some of the older of the new songs kind of surfaced. We started playing Red Letter Day and messing around with a couple other things, too.
Okay.
I think we were kind of messing around with Don't Let the Music Stop.
Yeah.
We were still, I think, maybe playing a couple old mantra songs or something. With Sean, we did something at the in Giuseppe's Music Festival that they do at the end of March, which will be apparently headlining or co-headlining this year.
Very good.
I think Mike has the date and the information on that.
Yeah, I'll give you that later on. But yeah, it's like it's March 27th. We can talk about it later. But yeah, March 27th at Giuseppe's in Meredith. We're headlining their annual extravaganza. It's like a benefit concert.
Okay.
And this time, though, we're going to have 40, 45 minute set
And a bass
full band,
player.
full band,
bass
which,
player.
which
And not
let me
just
tell
a
you,
bass player, but Andrew Hillman.
the
Yes.
bass player.
That would be me. Yeah.
Very good. So, how much were you guys all in Mantra at one point or another? Or Andrew wasn't, correct?
Right.
Well,
I wasn't in it. No.
Well, Andrew and I were actually in a band a long time ago called Something.
You were
with
both
Mike.
in something, okay.
Yeah, Andrew was a drummer in that band, and I was a bass player for that one.
Okay.
And although I do recall a brief period, a very, very brief period in the Gary Mayhew era of Mantra, or should I say when Gary left the band, when you two came in briefly and Timmy started playing guitar.
Different. There was a
That's what
there was a
that's what I
concept.
thought.
No, there was an
For a
idea.
couple weeks
There was an
anyways.
idea. I was like, because I was like familiar. I played in bands with Sean Snar and him and Andrew, and my band Mantra broke up at that time.
Right.
And I was like, I got to keep playing these tunes. So I just brought in.
He
I brought in,
hosted the effort.
yeah. I brought in these two just to kind of see if we could salvage it, and it didn't work. The
Right.
lineup just didn't work together.
Right.
So, like this, honestly, this lineup.
Yeah, either practices didn't work.
Yeah, it was not what was intended. You know, sometimes you realize this is not the thing. However, I must say, this new thing, it's come together really fast, and it's I don't know how they feel about it, but I'll say it's come together a lot faster than I ever thought it would, and
Really?
it's sounding pretty amazing. And like we have, and Andrew's co-written some of the songs here. Andrew's got some song ideas. I want like everyone in this band, I think, is capable of writing a song.
Sure.
And or at least coming up with significant ideas and contributions, which is a refreshing thing to have.
I was going to say, is that different from Mantra? If I remember correctly, in Mantra, weren't you kind of the chief songwriter?
I was chief songwriter.
But there were exceptions.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. And there was different times, like a lot of our songs, especially if I don't bring a song, it kind of happen in jam sessions where we'll kind of all be in a room and like then something will happen, and then that's when the great stuff happens.
And then there's always a question of, bringing in the bare bones of a song, as Mike often does, and what that might be, 2-3 rehearsals later.
Sure.
In some cases hardly recognizable because the band kind of takes a leap with it, and we get rid of parts and
Give it
move
a
them
facelift.
around, and
Yeah.
let's dump the guitar here and have the bass line there. It just moves it.
Right.
It's a living thing.
Right.
Then when we get bored of playing it that way, we'll probably find a new way to play it.
Sure.
Sean's got a great set of ears on him, and if you know euphemisms, you know what a great set of ears is.
Sean, do you still engineer all the... I'm sorry, did you want to respond to that before the...
I have no response.
Okay. Do you still engineer everything as far as recording?
Actually, at this point, I've taken a break from the recording.
Really?
Well, no, I haven't really. It's just we haven't gone there. I mean, things have been rolling pretty quick. At this point, we've just been going about as old school as taking a old school one speaker tape recorder with one mic in the room and doing it that way. To I think now we're a little bit more advanced. We got, what did you say, 8 tracks rocking?
Well, we're up to 6. Let's,
Hey,
let's
the
not get
Beatles-
ahead of ourselves.
The Beatles had less, so F it,
Yeah.
So we're just trying to record some rehearsals and, see how things sound that way so we can get a better vision of how we even want to record the song. So it's still a little ways off. But when it's time, I'm sure I'll probably be at least co-engineering it. So
Sure.
probably mixing or whatnot. So.
Right.
Everything's about sharing in this band. Definitely.
Aw.
Definitely. We share with each other.
We share everything.
Everything. Michael.
That's sweet and creepy.
We all share Michael, really.
Really? Wow.
I don't share.
Guys, let's not go there.
So how does this band differ sonically from Mantra and Something?
Well, I guess I was in the other band, so I could kind of answer that.
Yeah.
Something was very raw. Something was young, naive, and just 4 people in a band. 3 of the 4 of us really couldn't even play our instruments. We were kind of faking it. And we had one guy, John Belfontaine, who was in Mantra as well, who's an amazing guitar player. And he kind of made up for all of our lack of ability.
It's called space rock.
Yeah, we were big. We were a big sound.
Right.
I thought we got pretty good. I thought we were a pretty good band, but we were by no means great musicians. Mantra was more refined. Mantra was more direct, I'd say, more pretty straightforward. It still had the experimental side of it and wanted to kind of stretch things, but it was also, I think, better at instrumentalists by then too. I mean, we had Gary May, he was a great drummer in the band before, and then Sean. They're both very accomplished drummers, and Timmy Boucher has just been playing in bands since he was a fetus. So
or Scrimmy, as some of our listeners know him.
Yes. I know him as Timmy. So they're just better people. They were more honed, and then this band is kind of like the secret weapon of this band right now is Mr. Andrew on the bass, which he didn't play bass before, but as you'll hear, our music is more driven by rhythms now. It's got a lot of drum and bass, kind of dictates the song, and then Sean's keyboard kind of lays that extra color on top of it. I'm doing less as a guitar player, and I like that because I think I wanted to change the sound up a bit. And I think that it also benefits the band because I'm a really hack of a guitar player.
And he's a little lazy, so
Right.
So just someone who wants to play that much guitar.
and the less guitar he plays, the longer it takes to go out of tune. So really, it's beneficial.
Or break a string. Has anyone seen one of our shows? I break a string every show or every other show.
Usually at the high point.
Well, I've heard you say before, Mike, that you wanted to have more freedom as a vocalist.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I don't
have to play so much guitar.
I think the songs right now, they talk for it too, but like I think the songs are they're not chord driven. They're more based on like the bass line really dictates a lot of the songs, and
It's bass melody driven.
Thank you.
Yeah.
it's very melodic still, which I've always been a sucker for, but I don't know. We kind of we came together really easily. It just kind of, I mean, Sean and Andrew, the rhythm section, really they clicked, and they can.
Well, I was a former drummer, so I kind of feel drummers out pretty well, if you know what I mean.
And our goal really as a rhythm section is for the people in the tabloid press to start referring to us as Chandru.
That's a good marketing angle.
Really? Well,
We've got a million of them.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we play another track from the disc you brought? What do you guys want to play?
This one's a track called Nothing Left to Say, which kind of actually predates the last incarnation of Mantra. Me and Mike had gotten together and started demoing some material for a yet-to-be-decided band, whether or not it would be a continuation of Mantra or something else. And it kind of ended up being something else, but hey, when you got 20 songs to milk, you can play 3-hour shows. So this was something that me and him demoed way back.
Okay.
Yeah, this is before
It's a
Andrew
few
or
years
Sean.
old.
So if you're
But
here,
we've actually taken to playing the song again because we have people in the band that are cool with playing it, and it's a really cool song.
It's a great song.
So
It's a great song. I've heard it many times over the years. I've heard you guys do it live when you were Mantra. And so let's do that. This is Nothing Left to Say. The guys from the Glorious Noise are here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
How much time do you have when you're closing your eyes? How many steps must you take when you're sleepwalking by? How many moments will you break before you finally look up? Time will erase all the wounds, yeah, that must be misquoted.
100.1 The Planet's local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
All right. Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. In here with the guys from The Glorious Noise. Well, we've talked about the past. Let's talk about the future. What do you guys
Let's.
What do you guys have coming up for shows?
The Glory Holes.
Are you changing the name?
Oh, yeah. I wish it was that easy.
Whenever that easy. Do you want to talk? Yeah, we have a show. We have our first show. We've actually never played in front of an audience officially with a good. Well, we're erasing that concert before, so that never happened before. Yeah. So we're rewriting history here.
It's been annulled.
Yeah. We're playing at the Dover Brick House on March 6th with 2 other bands. One band called The Acting Vicious, and then actually a really good band from around here called East is East. Mm-hmm. And that'll be really cool. It'll be our first show with some friends. And it's a really cool place. It's like the Brick House is one of those places in Dover that I really,
sort of reputable
really like.
Home of rock and roll.
You know who's playing there next month?
It's a great room.
Evan Dando.
I didn't know that.
King
really?
Lemonhead. Yes, he is.
Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, they get nationals once in a while. Not too often there, but once in a while.
I bet he's gray.
I bet he's cool. Is Evan Dando? Who's cooler, Evan Dando or Keanu Reeves? Is that a possible question? Is cool the right?
That's apples and oranges. You can't compare actors. And
they both are like
Keanu Reeves is the one. Okay, the one.
Hello, Point Break.
Whoa.
So are you guys nervous about the show, or is it kind of, I mean, you've all got experience and you've all played together in some configuration, so is it just kind of like, we're ready? Or how do you guys feel about it? It's coming up fast.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty smooth. Everything's come together really quickly, and Mike's a great live performer. He's really going to carry us on stage as we struggle through the songs. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, Mike's going to carry us.
Actually, that will be Andrew. Andrew carries us because he's like Samson.
If Mike carries us, who plugs him back in?
I don't even know what that meant. What's that?
So what's the set going to be like? I mean,
I think they're giving us like a 40-minute set, which I think that right now we could do probably about an hour, but I think we could do about 40 minutes comfortably at this moment. But it's still a month old, 3 weeks away now, right?
Yeah.
So we have rehearsal time.
Well, it'll be a lot closer when this airs.
Oh,
that's right. The magic.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
All right. We're always
3
in the
weeks
moment.
ago.
We're always in the moment, or time traveling too.
Engage.
It's you know what, that whole Philadelphia experiment thing. I was involved in that too, so my head's a little.
I understand. Yeah.
I don't even. Where was this? Is this 1955? Where's McFly?
It's 1964.
Doc Brown. Oh, right.
Is it going to be? Is it going to be?
There'll be.
I don't even know.
There'll be a fine assortment of stuff.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be playing some stuff that people haven't heard, and possibly a couple things that they might have. But but we're going to try to keep it pretty up. Although we have some stuff that it's different. In some ways, it's a culmination of what Mantra was doing and what Something was doing. It's taking some of those weirder influences and kind of dropping the obvious and working around it, and it comes off a little bit more ethereal and cool. And if you're in the room and the stars are lined up, you're gonna get something. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, it's something positive.
Is there? You mentioned influences. Is there a wide confluence of influences in this band?
God.
I mean, are you guys?
Oh, yes.
I mean, I kind of already know the answer, and that's why I'm asking, because I know you guys all have.
I don't know
listened
if
to a
we
lot of
even
different
know
stuff.
all of our influences.
It's kind of mean. Like I've talked to you about this before. Like I know the things that influence me, but like the four of us are pretty different. I mean, me and I think Sean and I have I don't even know what Sean's influences are. I
don't think I've been heavily influenced since Pink Floyd. I'm still pretty much exploring Pink Floyd, and they've done it for me for a long time. So
and they
I don't see any reason to change.
There's definitely like that sense of like largest to music. That kind of like has that Pink Floyd thing comes through. It's music that I think is definitely best meant for like a club or like 2:30 a.m. You know, it's dark, but it's like kind of raises big sounding stuff. And I think like with the bass line and the keyboards and the drums and the way the vocals are used and the guitar is used, it's kind of like we're meant for bigger places. And I hope
sonically,
gymnasiums
the
at
room.
least.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have an Enchantment Under the Sea dance coming up anytime soon,
Or a bar mitzvah in a gymnasium.
Or you're part of General Steel contractor.
yes, then please,
that goes without saying.
please don't call us because we're looking for the Verizon Center and bigger. No, please, I mean, seriously, come on now.
Yeah, well, obviously.
I'll actually play a large van
Yeah.
at this point.
Sure. All right.
There's a certain quality I think to this band. I know that again it came together really fast and it's very exciting. So I hope that and I don't know, I've stayed away from the local music thing for a little bit now. I mean, I've heard some like East is East. I've mentioned them before.
Yes.
There's very few bands, truly honestly, that can go and say they're really good. And when I get that feeling, I get really intrigued and turned on. Like, oh, cool! There's something here, and I really want to be viewed as one of those bands. I think that we have something pretty good, and I think that if we keep it up, and obviously playing live for our first time, we're gonna get all those jitters out.
Sure.
Hopefully, it doesn't take too much of anything to kind of keep us comfortable. But although there are things some people do before shows, like whether it be eat Twinkies or drink Mountain Dew or have mass amounts of Poland spring water to get ready for a show, or other things. I've hered rumors of what people do sometimes before shows.
One shark.
Yeah.
PCP.
I think I'm interested to see how it goes because live's a different experience than being in a band room, and that's all we've really done so far.
Sure. Very cool. And speaking of live, you brought your acoustic guitar. So we're gonna. We actually did this last time you were on the show. It was just you by yourself. This was back when you first started jamming with these guys, but it wasn't officially a band yet. So, what are you gonna play for us tonight?
I'm gonna play. It's a song called "Red Letter Day." It's actually a totally different vibe, but when we play it live, it's very keyboard driven.
Okay.
But this is just gonna be the bare bones of it on acoustic guitar.
Okay. Are you guys gonna beatbox behind him, or what?
I think well clap when he's finished.
I was just going to do the wave.
Sure. Okay. Cool. All right. So Mike's going to get
I was
rigged
going to
up.
pull my pants down.
I'm pretty sure he probably still will.
All right. So this is Mike Laughlin from The Glorious Noise doing a solo version of Red Letter Day.
For a time, for a moment, for a blessed stretch of nothing on my mind. History, the past forgotten, inconsequential when your lips on mine. So call the cops, alert the press, stop the parade. Get out your pen and mark it a red letter day. Somebody wake me from this sleep. Or could it be a new beginning? A new beginning. Spinning fast, falling nowhere. I'll ride the wave tide. Gasoline, candelabra, ignite the flame, makes the room go bright. Through Shadow Town I'm walking now, illuminate new melodies, familiar sounds you help create. Somebody wake me from my sleep, or could it be a new beginning? A song worth singing. Time for a moment, oh blessed stretch of nothing on my mind, nothing on my mind, nothing on my mind, nothing on my mind.
All right, last segment.
Ready.
Here we go. All right, local outbreak on 100.1 The Planet. Matt from IPMNation.com sitting here with the guys from The Glorious Noise. Before we wrap up, let's mention again that show you guys have coming up at the Brick House.
Yeah, Sunday, March 6th, the Brick House with the Acting Vicious and East is East. And I'll mention it again, just even though there might be another time for this. At Giuseppe's on March 27th on a Sunday.
Okay.
There's a whole day-long thing from noon to midnight.
And that's a benefit show,
it's
correct?
a benefit show, yeah, and we'll be headlining that thing.
And we'd like you to come to that because the night isn't always as busy as the day, so we'd like to even things out.
Yeah,
but yeah,
absolutely.
And we will definitely be
bring some excitement.
It's a lot of kind of acoustic type stuff there, but there is other bands there. But we'll definitely be the aliens in the room.
Okay.
But we enjoy being the aliens once in a while, you know.
Shazbot.
I don't.
Do you guys have anything available online yet? Any MP3s or anything? Or
I don't even think we have a MySpace.
Yeah, we're at the embryonic stage.
Yeah,
ill prepared.
Yeah.
Fetus. We're no one in our band. I mean, maybe Sean is. We're not very internet friendly people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think we all use it every once in a while. But
some people would say we're just not very friendly people. But
we prefer handwritten sentiments.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think this whole internet thing's just a fad. It's gonna blow over. Don't even sweat it.
No, that's why we're on the radio. We figured it was
exactly
a more surefire way to get the word out there. But yeah, I mean, keep your eyes out. I imagine in the next 2-3 months we'll have some sort of networking site to peer into. And
I've heard about this thing called the Facebook, which I think we might attach ourselves to. I don't know. This is
I know a couple people on there.
Yeah. I heard it's catching on, and I think that
well for
everybody.
Yeah, we kind of
everybody but me.
We kind of want to be involved in what's the new and what we kind of want to attach ourselves to. What's new and the frontiersmen, the pioneers of technology and music and art. And I think that the Facebook people, I think they'll enjoy teaming with us, and we'll enjoy teaming with them.
Yes,
and it could be a holy communion and a matrimony that only the gods will enjoy.
I can't wait.
Only the gods.
That's outstanding.
It'll be
I'm
hell
not putting
for
my
everybody
face in the
else.
book.
Well, guys, thanks for being here with us, and I want to remind everyone that tonight's episode of Local Outbreak will be available, as always, on IPMNation.com for download and streaming immediately after it airs. And if you need a DJ for your event, go to CentralNHEvents.com, check out what Tim Martin does, and hire him. Hire him to DJ for you.
I think tonight's episode of Modern Family is also on Hulu.
Really?
Yeah.
When did you see this episode?
No, tonight's episode.
Oh.
Remember that whole time thing?
From 3 weeks ago, you know.
Oh, right. Yes.
Oh, right.
Now it all
This has been
almost makes sense.
It's been a crazy trip.
It sure has. What do you guys want to play to wrap up the show?
I think we're going to play... There's one of our newer songs that we've been doing called Don't Let the Music Stop, and we're going to let you hear a demo version that Sean and I did at his house.
Basically, as this was just getting started over the summer before Mike's funeral.
So please do come and see us, because you're going to hear these versions of both Red Letter Day and Don't Let the Music Stop and Born Again and Nothing Left to Say in a full band concept. And
It'll
I think
be
it's
much huger.
better, yeah,
Yes.
and be better because
Pulsating.
I'm playing bass and I'm not a bass player on some of those songs. I'm not a very good player, so
Okay.
Andrew can more than adequately make up for my errors.
Yeah, Mike Inez, yeah.
All right. Well, Mike, Andrew, Sean, and Sean, thanks very much. And we leave you now with Don't Let the Music Stop, the acoustic version from The Glorious Noise on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Cheers.
Hey, thanks.
So much for eternity and so much for the best. These lies, they've gone to my head. So much for the fire, baptism and desire. We let them burn out, I guess. We're talking about love. Talking about love. Talking about love. Talking about love. So much for the prophecy, so much for brown-eyed bliss. I blink and what did I miss? So I swim a little closer, but my hand won't touch. When I reach out for you up above, I'm talking about love. I'm talking about love. Talking about love. Talking about love. So sister, you shine out here in the dark. You made up your mind. Now I'm making a noise. Cool water and birds all straight to my heart. Come on now, don't let the music stop. So much for the high. comes the ocean to wash away the pain. Bonnie and Clyde watch the bullets rain. Talking about love, talking about love, talking about love. Talking about love, the soul sister you shine out here in the dawn. You made up your mind, now I'm making a noise. Cool water it burns, all straight to my heart. Come on now. Come on now, don't let the music stop. Don't let the music stop. Don't let the music stop. Come on now, 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 soul sister, you shine out here in the dawn. You made up your mind, now I'm making a noise. Cool water it burns, all straight to my heart. Come on now, don't let the music stop. Don't let the music stop. Don't let the music stop. Don't let the music
One 100.1 The Planet's local outbreak with IPMNation.com.
The Planet's local outbreak is recorded weekly at the studios of 100.1 The Planet. It's engineered by Tim Martin of CentralNHEvents.com. Matt Connerton of IPMNation.com is the host of The Planet's local outbreak. The show is produced and edited by Annie Biello of 100.1 The Planet. For artist links and details about The Planet's local outbreak, log on to The Planet's Entertain Me page, WPNHFM.com. The Planet's local outbreak is available for download anytime online, IPMNation.com/local outbreak. The Planet's local outbreak is a product of 100.1 The Planet and Northeast Communications.